Hey guys, how's it going? Vaibhav Sisanti here. And in this video, actually in this module, I'll be teaching you how you guys can succeed on LinkedIn. This is going to be a blueprint where I take you through step by step of each of these steps in the blueprint and what you should exactly do to succeed on LinkedIn. So without any ado, let's just get started with how the process looks like. In the first step of this blueprint, we are going to define your goal. What do you want to achieve on LinkedIn? Is it about the sales? Is it going to be your personal branding? Is it going to be getting more coaching clients? What is it? In the first step, we have to define a clear goal that you want to get out of LinkedIn, and it's extremely important to work towards that goal rather than working on rather than being everywhere trying to achieve too many things. It's very important to work on one defined goal. And the next step of what we're going to do is build a buyer persona. What do I mean by buyer persona? We are going to model using our data that you already have, even if you don't have data, based on assumptions, who could be your perfect buyer. This is very important because once you have defined a buyer persona, this will actually help us to get the right set of people added to your connections, which will basically drive you sales. It's very, very important to define a buyer persona. Right after we have the buyer persona, based on buyer persona and also based on your goals, we will take steps to optimize your LinkedIn profile. Again, optimizing your LinkedIn profile is very important. The reason being, the LinkedIn profile, your own LinkedIn profile will act like a landing page, and you'll see there's a whole module defined for this, and there's a reason behind it because it is so damn important and not a lot of people are doing it out there. It starts with profile picture, cover picture, changing, using the right keywords, the right titles, so on and on and on. So we have a whole module for this, so don't worry about this, but this is something that I really wanted to talk about: optimizing your profile. Next is, since using the data of buyer persona, we will be connecting with your buyers. In this case, we will be connecting with your prospect buyers. Who could be your prospect buyers? Those people should be are actually the right people that should be added to your list of connections. This is what we're going to do in this step. And then once these guys are added as connections in our own profile, we are going to brand ourselves as experts. And for this, you'll be using this module, content hacking, which is again a very long module teaching you every damn thing that you should be doing to brand yourself as an expert in your own field. Again, very important, because your buyer is not going to buy from you till he's really convinced that you're actually the real deal. There's a reason why you have bought this course, because you actually think that I know a thing or two about LinkedIn. That's why you invested hundreds of dollars in this course, to understand how you could do it yourself. This is what we're going to do in branding yourself as an expert. And then once you have done that, the buyer actually in his mind feels confident about you, thinks that you are actually the real deal when it comes to his topic, and boom, it closes. You close the deal. How do you do that? It could be in multiple steps: by him reaching you out directly on direct messages, or the buyer reaching on your landing page, which is your LinkedIn profile, and clicking through the links. All these will make sense once you go through the course, but this is something that I quickly wanted you to know. That is, first we define our goal. Next is we build a buyer persona, your prospect buyers. Who would be your prospect buyers? 3, we optimize your profile for best success. And next, we connect with your prospect buyers. And once we are connected, we brand ourselves as an expert and then close. Guys, it's not as easy as connecting with a person and sending them a sales message. They would never buy from you. If that is what you're doing, that stops right now, because that is absolutely not the right way of going about things. They don't know you. It's more like going and proposing a girl in a bar who doesn't know you. Would she ever marry with you? Absolutely not, unless you're Chris Hemsworth or someone like that. Right? That's what I'm trying to say here. Right? We follow this process. All of this would actually make sense once you go through the video classes that are coming up in the new modules. But again, right, this is a process that you should keep back on your mind. And if you actually think you can actually generate sales on LinkedIn by just sending messages to your connections, even if you're generating one sale by sending 100 messages, in this way you'll generate 10 sales out of 100 messages. So think about what makes more sense. Stop being spammy. go through the course since you've already bought it. Go through every video in the course. You'll get a very good understanding on what exactly you should do. I hope this makes sense. I'll see you in the next one.